the heels of an explosive Survivor Series War Games that saw CM Punk coexist with Roman Reigns to lead the OG Bloodline to victory over Solo's Sikoa and a new Bloodline, the straight edge superstar rolled into the Angel of the Winds arena in Everett, Washington to open Monday's show, and we got much more fallout from the Survivor Series card as well. But yeah, like I say, CM Punk opened the show and wasted little time laying out what's next when the road to WrestleMania. Seth Rollins interrupted, and a tense verbal exchange unfolded before a brawl which brought Jey Uso and Sami to the ring. Rollins eventually engaged Zayn in a back and forth until the Visionary referred to him as stupid, leading into a match between the two being announced for later in the show. This is a hot commercial-free start to Raw that still several kind of areas in motion. We know Punk v Rollins is the end game, but the last session with Roman Reigns remains strong. He lashed out against Punk, Uso and Zayn for teaming with the Tribal Chief, ultimately leading to the night's main event. Whether he ends up involving himself in the Reigns Bloodline Civil War remains to be seen, but the long overdue Rollins versus Punk showdown is on the horizon, and yeah, that's something that I'm very excited for personally. Yeah, our first match tonight was the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez recovering from their defeat at Survivor Series to defeat Damage Control. The match was short and to the point as Rodriguez overwhelmed the opposition with her apparent ferocity, downing same with the Tejana bomb for the win. After the match, the victors beat down on Sky, led to Rhea Ripley making a save, only to be sent crashing into the corner of the announce table, potentially injuring her broken orbital socket, potentially even more. It may be impossible to make Sky less of a priority than she was here. Not only did Damage Control lose, but Ripley's arrival also took the focus off them, and it put the heels on with unfinished business. Sure, the injury angle may justify the Australian missing TV time, but otherwise a counterproductive segment. I'm going to go limit it to a 6 out of 10. We then got Dakota Kai taking on Katana Chance and Shayna Baszler in a triple threat match as part of the tournament to crown the first women's IC champion. And Dakota Kai outlasted Baszler and Chance to advance. Kai, who has seen her career stop and start at times due to injuries, proved her resilience by outlasting her rivals to prove herself in singles action and score the win. A solid match. This was a chance to break out for Chance as its eventual winner. But yeah, it didn't quite work out. The athletic underdog highlighted her unique offense and stood out for her two opponents as someone with potential to be a high-flying, high-energy babyface. And yeah, we can definitely see that coming at some point down the line. So yeah, this was good stuff and gets a 6 out of 10 from me. But then, of course, a heartbreaking end to the show, or beginning of the second hour even, as New Day, as we know it, and no more. Big E returned to Raw in an attempt to prevent Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston from making what appeared to be a heartbreaking announcement about the future of the group. When he offered to be their manager to help get the team back on the same page, his long-term teammates turned him down. They lashed out at Big E for putting himself first at the expense of their brotherhood. They ruthlessly ripped him apart, and when he refused to accept their new attitude, they kept him at the arm's reach before being left in disbelief. It's just us now, Woods told Kingston at the segment came to the end. No one had this on their kind of bingo card of what was going to happen. Referencing Stone Cold and Kurt Angle all coming back from their broken neck. It's still in segment with legitimate emotion, already paid off long-term storytelling, and yeah, a swerve which we can all be excited about. Superb stuff. Before we got Gunther against Dominic Mysterio, and after Gunther insisted on facing Dom since it was a second generation superstar who defeated Damien Priest a few weeks back on Raw, the ring general clashed with Dirty Dom in a one-on-one contest. The world champ got a tougher than expected test and nearly suffered a humbling upset off of Frog Splash. However, Gunther recovered and downed Mysterio for the win, only to be attacked by Finn Balor, who left the ring general line to close out the segment. And with that, we appeared to know where the world champion is heading in terms of his direction. A showdown with Balor is on the horizon, but the question remains, what happens when a veteran competitor fails to dethrone Gunther, and has he done enough to convince his Judgment Day teammates he's still the one to listen to? That'll be intriguing to see where it goes. But yeah, I'm intrigued. 7 out of 10. The burgeoning rivalry between R-Truth and Pete Dunne, Mill off the former inability to decipher that the Bruiserweight and Butch are the same person, wrote his latest chapter on Monday night. Despite a focus stat by Dunne, Truth was able to further frustrate the British strong style wrestler, upsetting him with a roll. Like, there wasn't much to this match, but it was just easy fun antics, which we all like from time to time. It's what it will lead to, and the escalation of food. Though Dunne has more to offer than comedy wrestling, which is a bit of a shame coming out of it, but I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 on the whole. Seth Rollins then battled Sami Zayn in the main event, and Rollins used Zayn's emotions against him in the closing moments of Raw's main event, convincing him to put down a steel chair and catching him in a small package roll-up for the win. From here, he attempted to plead his case, insisting he did not attack Uso backstage, nor did he scream out the ring, with the Visionary making his way up the ramp, but a hooded Drew McIntyre made his return, busting Zayn with a Claymore, standing tall over the former IC champion to close the show. Rollins took advantage of the situation, continuing to tease a potential heel turn, despite his attempts to explain his way out of it. His big night was almost immediately overshadowed by McIntyre McIntyre, whose return had been hotly anticipated and whose actions suggest he's taken exception to Zayn and Uso, proving to be exactly who they thought they were by reuniting with Reigns. The follow-up of this would be great interest, especially when Scott has to explain himself. So yeah, intrigued to see where it goes, and gets 7 out of 10 from me. And overall, Raw gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, this was a really good episode of Raw. We had new stories introduced, a great segment from the New Day, a new direction from Gunther, and yet some really good women's action. McIntyre's return was great as well. WWE's already building to WrestleMania 41, for example, the Punk run and stuff. And yeah, very intrigued to see where it all goes. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.